Hey family, I'm Paula G, and welcome to Fit at 60 and Beyond, where you don't have to be 60 or beyond, but we challenge you to be fit. And in this current season that we're in, we're still in a pandemic, which, of course means a worldwide illness. We're still in this pandemic season. I want to talk with you today for just a few minutes about being in it for the long haul. There's a process, it takes time. There are no shortcuts in life, y'all. There are no shortcuts in life. And, some of you may have gone to college and pledged a fraternity or a sorority. And back in the day, can't speak to the current, but back in the day, there's a certain way that you had to walk around campus. You had to stay on the sidewalks. For some of us, had to stay on the sidewalks. You couldn't cut across the grass. You had to walk around. And the philosophy was there are no shortcuts in life. So, they say the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. Well, that may be true. But if that straight line involved a grassy area or something of that nature, you had to walk around. You had to walk around on the sidewalk, indicating and teaching us that there are no shortcuts in life. And this is no different. In this season that we're in with this pandemic, we all want it to be over tomorrow. We ask, when is it going to end? When is it going to be over? When are we going to get back to normal? Nobody can answer those questions. This is a virus. This is a sickness. It doesn't have an end date on it. I recall Dr. Fauci in one of the CNN programs saying the virus is in control. It determines when we get back to normal. It determines when it's going to end. So no one can put a date on it or a time stamp or anything of that nature. And, if we look back in history and we look at other illnesses, pandemics, things of that nature, these things take time. I'm no scientist, I'm no expert, but what I do know is these things take time. They've got to figure out what the problem is. They've got to figure out what the antibodies are, what the vaccine will be. They have to give it time to test before they can start testing it on humans. And then once they do test it on humans, you got to see what are the side effects. What are the side effects of it? I know we're impatient. We want to get back to normal. And I get that. I so much get that. So many of you are in homes with, children and you're in small environments and those sorts of things. I get that. But this really is a lesson for all of us. And sometimes things take time and we have to be patient. Patience nowadays has kind of gone out the window. We're in such a microwave society. Everything is instant. Everything is instant. We put things in the microwave and our food is instantly done. We get on social media or we order something online and we get it the next day. So we're not accustomed to waiting. We're not accustomed to being patient. Patience, as the Bible says, is truly a virtue, and it's something that I learned years ago. And as a matter of fact, one of my old email addresses is Patient Spirit, and actually I still have it. I still use it sometimes, but it's Patient Spirit, and it's been a constant reminder for me throughout my life that there are seasons, and they say good things come to those who wait. Good things do come to those who wait. Now, granted, this whole virus thing, I like I said, I get it, and we can have a 40-minute conversation about that. But being patient, staying in place, if you're able to, I feel will reap the rewards in the end. It will reap the rewards in the end. By that I mean, we'll find a vaccine or what have you for this with a minimum amount of people getting sick if we just stay put, or if we wear masks, or if we do what the scientists are telling us to do and not get distracted by all this other hoopla, or get distracted by, I got to go shopping to the mall or get my hair done or nails done. Hey, I'm the first. Hair done, nails, I get it. But sometimes we have to make sacrifices for the long haul. And a lot of times, I get these questions about my journey in fitness. How did you get started? What did you do? What was your routine? What was your workout? And for me, it has been a lifelong journey. I've been doing this for the last, let me count, almost 40 years almost. Yeah, and it has changed over the years depending on what season of life that I was in. My level of exercise or fitness has changed. I've always been conscious of my health. I've always been conscious of my diet. I've always been conscious of my weight. But I've always been a patient person, and I've always known that things that you desire to be permanent, they take time. And I can recall, back when I started this journey with my locks. Y'all, let me tell you, that first year, for those of y'all who have had locks, that first year, oh man, that first year, we go through what's called when you're growing your locks, you go through what's called the ugly stage, which is that first year where your hair is just starting to twist, but it doesn't stay twisted. It doesn't lock. And, it takes a while for it to lock. And all right, part two, had a little interruption there. Especially when your hair is gray, it takes a minute to lock. It really takes a minute to lock. And I can remember the first year that I was on this journey, there were days where I was talking to my head do you realize we got to go out today? Because, part of this was twisted and this part wasn't twisted. And it was so frustrating. And there were so many times where I just wanted to give up and say, you know what, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I'll just go back to, I don't know, a relaxer or afro, which is what I had before or whatever. I don't have the patience to do this. But, thank God that I had encouragement along the way, encouragement on the process. And I remember putting pictures up of women who had locked their hair and their hair looked like what I had desired mine to look like. And I had to kind of remind myself of that. And I kind of had to look at that every single day, because that first year, really the first 2 years for me were really challenging, because it just didn't seem like my hair wanted to lock. It didn't seem like my hair was going to look the way that I thought it should look in a locked state. But one thing I learned about this whole lock journey is your hair is going to do what it desires to do, and you have to embrace that and be comfortable with that and not try to manipulate that, but embrace the naturalness, embrace the authenticity of who you are and where your hair is. And I am so glad that I did not give up on that journey, because here I sit today, got a whole lot of gray up there, but that's okay too. Here I sit today with long, healthy locks, and it has been a journey. And as I've said, anything in life, anything that is worth having, it takes time. There's a process. It's a journey. There are no shortcuts in life. So y'all, let's relax. Let's calm down. Let's focus on the lessons that we learn along the way and embrace our journey. This is Fit at 60 and Beyond with Paula G. Please share this. You can check out my YouTube channel, Paula G Voice, and I'm on all other social media platforms as well, Paula G Voice. Thank you so much for joining me, and embrace your journey. Okay, here we are. We're doing lunges down the sidewalk. Can y'all see? Down like that. Down. Hold on. Uh-oh, sorry. Wait a minute. Where are we? Okay. Down. Like that. Down. Okay. Or you can do side squats. Can y'all see this? You can do side squats. Make sure your knees are bent. Make sure your knees do not go over your toes. That's what I'm trying to say. Make sure your knees do not go over your toes. You can take this all the way down the sidewalk. Okay? Side squats. And however many you do on that side, turn around and do them. I'm sorry, y'all. All right, turn around and do them on this side as well. Okay? However you can do them, your comfort level, but either way you do it, you can get them in. Okay? If you can't get to the gym like myself, you know, I'm still in touch with my trainer. Shameless plug for him. Got a t-shirt on today, but got a few exercises and workouts from him, so I've been doing those until I'm comfortable going back to the gym.